Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Theresa here. Just me and the critters. Well, Brad is in showering, so I'm going to let him do that. Yeah, let me take off my glasses. I know that ring light is probably very disturbing. And yes, I know I look tired. I am. Been a lot going on. Been some craziness going on. I am right now, uploading a video. I actually did Sunday, but I never uploaded, so I'm uploading that right now. I completely forgot about it until now, and it's like, I told my husband, I said, I never uploaded that video I did Sunday, so now you're getting it. I have some coffee. Talk a little bit about what's going on and about some health challenges and all that kind of good stuff. Assuming you watched my previous video that I'm uploading right now, so you know about a lot of different stuff. You've seen the hats I've finished lately. You've seen a picture of the Screaming Vampire Skull that I just finished with diamond painting. All that fun stuff. I look over and I'm reminded that I need to put in fresh wax melt in my tart burner today. A lot of stuff I need to do. Whether or not it gets done today is another story. But, so, today is Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. It is 12:50 p.m. And let's do the weather real quick. It's been very hot. A little cooler today. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. There we go. 87 degrees. Feels like 95. 60% chance of rain today. Partially cloudy. Humidity 62%. Wind is 8 miles per hour from the east. Sunrise was at 7:18 a.m. Sunset will be here at 7:51 p.m. And tomorrow is a little bit cooler and pretty much going to get rain all day. So, what's been going on is been dealing with my potential son-in-law to be. Really nice guy. Okay. He has his faults. We all do. I'm not going to go into those. That's between him and my daughter. But he's the type of guy that you would still have as a friend, even if things didn't work out. Anyway, first and foremost, I doubt he watches my videos or any of the family, but they did lose their mother a little bit ago, and it's very sad. My daughter's fiance had decided to take the schoolie, and he was going to come travel home to Wyoming, spend some time with his kids and his family, and then they have a couple storage units that, have stuff that they need out here in North Carolina. So he was going to load up the bus and drive it back. Well, it broke down, ran into mechanical problems, just on the very outer edge of North Carolina. But there he sits stuck for 3 days because it's a big problem getting it towed, even with AAA, and yada, yada, yada. So, in the midst of all of this, he gets word that his mother is not doing well. I won't go into specifics because that's not my story to tell. But she did pass. I knew his mother. I met his mother when he was, maybe 15. A friend of mine would try and teach her how to sew. She was so cute because she would take and she would do almost stitch by stitch. You know how you run a sewing machine? But she was just so concentrated, and she would go kind of like stitch by stitch by stitch. Because we were making, we used to do Renaissance, so you have to make the period time clothing and stuff. So yeah, and we hung out a few other times and stuff. Very nice lady. Um, you know, so please send your well wishes, prayers, um, all of that to this family because, this was all very unexpected and, luckily my daughter's fiance did make it home in time. That's another long story, but a friend of the family actually made arrangements for him to fly home very quickly. And he got home. He got there in time to say goodbye to his mom and stuff. So that's really important. That's been going on. And in the meantime, that means the bus was still stranded. There, and we're having a few issues with AAA, and my daughter finally got that sorted out. And, it was towed to the mechanic. Still waiting to see how much that's going to cost. Kind of waiting to see Brad is, if he needs to go up and help our daughter. Well, he will need to go up and help her with driving the bus back to where she lives because she can't drive two vehicles at once. So Brad will be renting a car and making a kamikaze trip up there. Basically, he doesn't want to leave me too long. We thought about me going, but honestly, we're having no luck finding any rentals. The one that we had hoped for, the owners said no. They didn't want any kind of pets on that property. They didn't care if we were going to be a long-term tenants or not. And the other one we were interested in was rented out. And nobody called to let us know. Brad had to call again to this property management place and find out. And they knew this weekend. Nobody let us know. I tell you what, trying to find somebody who will work with you, be professional and stuff is just a joke. And I'm sure there are some out there that are very professional, but we have not found you yet. Um, you know, there's no, let us put you on a waiting list. Here, let's, do anything like that. Or even trying to secure vehicles. Brad thought maybe that he was going to be going up to Georgia to look at a vehicle. So they said, you come up here. It was 100 miles away. We'll make it worth your while. Well, so they called yesterday and nope, they wouldn't come down at all in price. And they wouldn't even bring it to what Brad refers to as the table to have, a counter offer or anything. She's like, doesn't care. Like, do you guys not need to make a commission? Because, So I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, we'll eventually find a place up there, but I don't know if it's going to happen this month either. Meanwhile, what this means is I'm sitting here with a house half packed. And there's no room to store anything. So that's a problem. I'm going to take the art studio room and I'm going to start stacking it from floor to ceiling with labeled packed boxes. That way when we do hire movers, we can just say, other stuff lives in this room, and then I'm going to just start filling that room from floor to just about ceiling, and I'll have to move that cat litter box and stuff, and just, have it all concentrated in there, because we can't hardly walk in this front room right now. We have big boxes. We have more boxes that we got. Partially packed boxes, bags of yarn. It's just a mess, you guys. And the other thing, and I don't mean for this to be kind of a Debbie Downer type video, and I know it sounds like it, is I haven't been feeling well. I'm very, very swollen. The edema in my legs is so bad enough that my legs are actually leaking. Yeah, I have some sores on my legs, and those are leaking, even though I'm bandaging them with gauze pads and cloth or paper tape, because the other kind of tape really breaks down the skin on me. Is almost have like an allergy to it anymore. I know my grandmother did too. So I have to use the paper tape or cloth bandages. So, and my feet are so swollen that my toes hurt. And when I get that swollen, it's hard for me to breathe, because the doctor had explained it to me, the kidney doctor, is that it also is in my lungs. Because I can't hardly even walk through the house without just breathing like crazy. So I've been having to be more sedentary. And when I'm super swollen like this, all my joints hurt severely. And I know some of you out there probably watching this are going through the same thing. If you are, let me know down below, because, let me know trips to what you do. Yes, I'm cutting sodium out. When Brad goes store, he's going to buy me some light salt, so I'm out of it. We started, the only thing I can think of is that I'm taking all my water pills and all that, is that we had bought some pre-made foods. Like, we bought some corn dogs, and we had bought, like, burritos and stuff. And I know whenever we buy, like, pre-made foods we're not making from scratch, I will swell because of the sodium content. So I'm thinking that might be it. So we're going to go back to, cooking from scratch, see if that helps. Because I am just not feeling good. Plus, I think I might have a UTI again or a kidney infection again. I'm not sure. I'm watching it. And I've got a couple infections on my skin that I am taking antibiotic for. And that will also raise my blood glucose levels, which have been just up and down like crazy. I think that's part of the reason that, excuse me, not feeling real hot is, it's like, this morning when I tested, I was 194. I tested a little bit here before lunch. I was at 76. I mean, it is just up and down that severely. Yesterday, one point in time, I was at 55. And all of a sudden, I can tell when I'm getting way too low, because I feel like I've had some drinks. And then if I get even lower, I feel like I want to throw up. And my stomach gets real upset. So, that's been kind of hard, because, having to keep track of that so severely and act so fast. So I think it might be the infection. I might be up on my hypertension. I'm not sure. So I'm watching it. If I get much worse, I'll see medical attention, because I don't want to end up back in the hospital. Speaking of which, though, guess who called Brad Sunday? His sister. The one that's been so sick. I don't think I've caught you guys all up on this. Okay, you guys knew that last I said she wasn't doing well at all. She was like that. She wasn't even recognizing one of her sons. She got her phone taken away, her cell phone, because she was calling 911. and stuff. And last it was, they were said that she was losing way too much weight. She was only maybe consuming about 200 calories a day. And so they could offer her comfort care, and her husband threw a fit and said, oh, or we can do a feeding tube. You're not going to, you're not going to just offer my wife comfort care. I mean, she's not that old. She's 53. There's no reason to be doing that and stuff. So they said, yeah, they would do that. I don't know if they ever put the feeding tube in or not, but they had transferred her over to a nursing home, which part of it is called the Rapid Recovery something. But insurance said they would only pay for 2 weeks of that. So they got her out. She got to come home. She's doing so much better. She called Brad, and she sounded great. She's almost completely back to her old self. Yeah, she's lost a lot of weight and stuff, and but she's doing well. It was so nice to hear her again. I told her, I said, I thought I would never get to hear your voice again. So, I mean, she's doing great. That was so wonderful. Yeah, you never can tell. You never can tell with what's happened with her and what's happened with my daughter's fiance, his mother. And I know that they say they almost lost me in June. It makes me very grateful, very, very grateful. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing today. I've got to get some stuff done because I can't, ask him to do everything. And he just can't. He does everything he can. He got to run a few errands. We've been out of a certain um, uh, insulin all weekend, and it was just an oversight on both of our parts. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're out of this, and they're closed until, today. So that'll probably help regulate the blood sugar some. What else? There's not really much else to say, actually. There really isn't. I'm working on that dragon diamond painting. I'll show you a little bit maybe of my setup here. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Oh, let me see. There we go. Oh, that's what I'm working on right now. I know you probably can't see it very well, but let's see. Yeah, see, I'm just working on part of it. I use clothespin on my light board. So, and I have a stand. I already showed that to you. Got some of these in. These are glue pads, and these, let me show you. They're similar to. I thought they were. Let me pull this one out. I thought they were like this. And these are nice. You can put them. They're made to put your trays for your diamond painting on, so they don't, fall all over. You don't have to play 1,000 bead pickup. To put these and the green ones on. And that works really well for that. It also works really well to put your cell phone on so it doesn't fall everywhere. To put, I put it underneath my stand for my light board because then it doesn't slide all over. I put one underneath my laptop so it doesn't slide all over and slide off. And in fact, I ordered some more of the ones I just showed you to put even in the vehicle and stuff so you don't have like a cell phone up on your dashboard. Well, these I thought were the same thing, but they're not. But these you can even put, I guess you can hang pictures and you can hang hooks and everything else, and they are regrippable up to 1,000 times. It's like a pack of 10 for not very much, but tell you what, it's hard to get stuff off of this. I mean, man, I put one down, and I can't imagine taking your cell phone on and off of it because it's like an act of Congress. I mean, it's like you're pulling so hard, when that lets go, you're going to wing yourself in the face. So, we'll use these because you could even cut them and stuff. I'll show you what they look like. You could even cut them and stuff to put underneath stuff so you don't want it sliding around. So they come like this. I'm not a paid sponsor. But let me take these out. So, like that. They come like this. Of course, there's a film on either side. You put them wherever, but you can cut these. To put like 4 corners of a picture, a lightweight picture. This holds up to 5 pounds. Double-sided grip pads. So, there's a set of 10 in there for under $10. So, we'll use those once we ever get to move. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys, we were thinking about me going up with Brad when he has to go up and help drive buses. But if there's no rental properties to look at, that makes it hard. I mean, that's why I thought about going, because we would have to board the dogs, and then we're gonna have to there's no sense in me going up though if there's no rental properties. I mean, yeah, to see my daughter and stuff, but we can't really afford just to have a leisurely trip that's not exactly for something. And thanks, honey. So I think I'm gonna stay home because that would be cheaper. We don't have to board the dogs that way. We don't have to feed me out, buy me meals out and stuff. I mean, yeah, I would love to go, but like I said, you got to look at how much money you have overall. I mean, we can't afford to waste a couple $100. I mean, just on a leisurely trip. I mean, as much as I would love to, hang out with the family and everything, first off, anyway, the kids have school. And my daughter's not working yet, but she has gotten a job that she can do a work from home, and it's a legitimate job. So she doesn't start that for a while, but, she's got other stuff going on too. And, yeah, I just hate to, I mean, as much as we'd love to have me go, I do worry about Brad driving. It's about 8 hours if you don't stop ever. And so I hate to have him go and drive by himself, but I just don't know if we really can afford to have me, I mean, literally we're taking money off of what we would use for a second vehicle, hon.
I know. Well, I figure for you to go, it would probably cost us about $600 between.
Just for me?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, between.
I don't eat that much.
Between getting the dogs.
Oh, yeah, because I think even though they'll share a kennel, it's about $50 a day. And then I worry because our dogs have never been kenneled away from us. And I know dogs are all the time. We have boarded dogs before, not these guys. But I worry because these particular guys are rescues. Well, they all have been. Except for Missy, she was a half rescue, I call her. But I worry about, since they've never been kenneled and they're, 9 and 10 years old now, what, psychologically? I mean, isn't that silly? But it does worry me.
No, and I don't think it's silly because uh, Charlie has serious separation anxiety.
So does Nixie, though.
And yeah, well, but you look at the way Charlie acted when last time we took him in to get his nails clipped.
Yeah.
He did not like that.
No. In fact, they did such a poor job. I don't think they could handle him. They made a comment on how strong he is. I haven't taken him in since. I just do him now because.
Yeah. But I mean, like with him.
Well, he was away from us, but I think he could hear us.
Yeah.
And he was throwing a fit.
Yeah, and yeah, he's strong enough where I'm probably bigger than two of those girls put together, and he can pull me around.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, when you talk about that kind of money coming off of what you're going to use for a second vehicle, that's like a major ouch. So, and Brad said if it was just him, he was going to make it a quicker trip. Because, I mean, I don't know. We just are not we're having a heck of a time finding a rental. And I think it may be that way for a few months. He and I have got to do some work in flattening some boxes and getting something going in that craft room so we can, because we're tripping over everything right now. And, ooh, look at see all the ring lights? I have just one. And it's sitting in a thing of buttons. So let me show you guys. This is my little ring light. It's sitting in the thing of buttons. Hey, it worked, right? Nothing but the best. So anyway, that's all what's going on. Not giving up. We aren't giving up. But number one, I've got to get the edema and the fluid off my lungs because I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't move because I literally, if I walk to the bathroom, I'm gasping for air. Or I feel like I am. And I'm not getting much sleep because I can't breathe. Main thing is can't breathe. Breathing treatment helps a little bit. Well, actually, a lot of bit. I need to take a breathing treatment. I've been needing to for a few days.
I know. I'll go grab that before I head out.
Okay, honey. Thank you. He didn't go out and get that prescription and pick up a few things from the store. We did go yesterday morning and buy Winn-Dixie was having a bit of a meat sale, and we went and bought a little bit of meat, a little bit of groceries from there. I sure do love their store. I would shop there all the time. They're higher price, so you really only can make out if they're having some meat on sale or if they're having a BOGO. And then you can do okay. I actually picked up some pasta that was cheaper than
cherry picking.
That, yeah. So, just trying to watch the dollars and cents. Like I said, I always treat it kind of like a job on ways to save money. Oh, and I used some coupons there at Winn-Dixie. They have the digital coupon, kind of like Kroger and stuff does. And that saved us about $5, $6. Like I said, everything helps. Do you have anything to say, hon?
Not that I can think of.
Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. Let me pull out. I have my list of colors and stuff that I work off of. But let me pull that out. Back up. These cases work out so nice. These are all my colors that I have listed. And then if you see beads behind, or drills behind the color I've listed, like this one is 310. Everybody knows what 310 is. That's black. So all these compartments are full of 310. But yeah, it works out nice. And what I do is when I start a new one, I go through and I check off what colors I already have in these little compartments. And then I will use another compartment and I actually move the stickers. So it works. I'm sure eventually I'll find a better system, but for now, this works. right?
Yep. Oh yeah, you'll figure out a better system.
So anyway, I'm going to get off here so I can talk to him for a couple minutes before he leaves. Remember, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. Remember, life is really precious. And as we get older, we're seeing more and more people around us pass away or become terminal. And a lot of times it's very shocking because that person appeared to be so healthy. You know, it is very surprising a lot of times, to me anyway. And I think you guys are awesome. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Red.
Bye, guys. Love you.